Hey, it's Manu
And Stu.
with 22 Sound, and we just received our very first record store day shipping.
Nice, super exciting. So we just kind of busted open the boxes, got everything out and ready to show you guys the first bit of the super exciting stuff coming out on April 23rd.
Exactly. So this is just going to be a little teaser, more shipments to come, but we just couldn't wait. And so
we can't sell you guys any of this stuff at all. We probably shouldn't even be showing it to you. We're super excited. I know you guys will be as well. So yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's start with one of what we think is going to be a really big seller. This is the Foo Fighters.
Right, with the Preservation Hall Jazz Band.
That makes it even cooler.
Yep.
There's a New Orleans connection to it.
Some different versions of songs from their most recent album.
Awesome. And then we have the Lumineers. So this is a little 10-inch off of their of the sessions from their album that just came out like a few months ago.
Pretty
Bright
popular
Side.
record, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good record, pretty popular. And so there's one unreleased track on here. There's two songs that appeared on the album but in acoustic versions, and then there's also the Cure cover on it.
And it's
So
on a
nice
10-inch black wax with white splatter.
Awesome. Then another one that I'm personally really excited about, I'm assuming you too.
Yeah.
Alice in Chains, their very first single, We Die Young, back in the day in 1990. This only came out on vinyl as a promotional only tool.
So you can have a copy.
Yeah, so that's really special. Of course it's a single, but there's It Ain't Like That on there, that ended up on Facelift as well, the debut album, and then also a song that's only on this, Killing Yourself.
Don't know if it's colored vinyl, it doesn't say on the hype sticker, but either way, this is one you definitely want to jump on.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's cool anyway. All right, here we have Gavin Rossdale.
From Bush,
That was his very first solo album.
first time on vinyl, a 2008 classic.
And then we have another one that's first time on vinyl. Yep, just wanted to double check. LA Guns. This was their 2002 album, Waking the Dead.
Red, white, and blue splattered edition, plus a download card. Something you don't see often.
Wait,
these
remember
days.
downloading?
Remember downloading?
Is that still a thing? Isn't it crazy that downloading seems more ancient than
Right.
records? Somehow that happens. We live in a crazy world.
Streaming's all the rage. Next up, we have Super Chunk. This is a rarities record, incidental music, 1991 to 1995. 2 LP limited edition green and orange vinyl to match the cover.
And one thing that I thought was interesting, there's a Motorhead cover on there.
Super
I'll be
Chunk
your
doing
sister.
Motorhead. Very cool. I want to add that one to my collection.
Then we have, kind of staying in the time frame more or less, Jesus Jones. This came out as a Japanese release originally, so it's also a like rare tracks, remixes type compilation from them. Most of them probably know them from
Right here, right now.
Beautiful.
Huge song.
That song is on there twice, I
Yeah, I
think.
saw that.
Actually, there's two different
Yep,
mixes.
there's an instrumental
of it.
version and CJM mix version.
Yeah, and so if I'm understanding this correctly, those mixes actually have not been released before, so there is some, new stuff basically on there as well. So interesting collection here.
Nice.
Then we have the Dave Brubeck Trio, live from Vienna in 1967. Yeah, they had to do this as a trio because apparently Paul Desmond missed his plane to Vienna, so they had to work extra hard as a trio.
These three guys, I don't know how, they were just natural.
So yeah, it became apparently, I'm not the biggest jazz expert, I admit that, but apparently it became a really legendary performance, I guess, kind of out of this misfortune. So that's really cool. It's now a new pressing of that.
On Brubeck Editions.
Awesome. Hey, Peppa Pig.
Parents of 2 young kids, we're very familiar with Peppa Pig,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But yeah, this is a very popular cartoon with kids these days, and this is the album first time pressed on Peppa Pig pink vinyl.
Yeah, of course I'm pink.
And there's
Everything
a download,
else would be silly.
And there's
Yeah,
a download
pink.
card if you want to ride around in your car listening to this. So you just can't escape it. Peppa Pig.
All right, next up is Rex Orange County. It's the 5th anniversary edition of Apricot Princess. Three previously unreleased live tracks on here from a show that he had at Radio City Music Hall in 2020. And I think there's a special color on it too. It's a green, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he just put out a record recently that did pretty well. So
yeah, that was just like a month or so ago. We have that too.
Yep.
All right, here is Kitty. This first came out in 2000, and it's now finally coming out on vinyl. Of course, at the time, CD was the thing to do.
This band was at the forefront of the new metal explosion. One of the bands that actually made it on MTV, if that sounds believable or not, but it was huge back in the day.
Yeah, it was a lot of that stuff on them too. It seems like at the time it was either this kind of stuff or like Britney Spears in sync.
Either super pop or super new metal. And this is a limited red edition with a download card as well.
All right, then here a little bit of a departure. We have Doctor Who. This is very popular. This is exclusive to audio Doctor Who Adventure.
It's an audiobook. Okay.
Exactly, and apparently it was one of the most popular audiobooks in 2010 when it first came out. So this is now the first time that it comes out on vinyl, and it is played by David Tennant, who apparently also has been voted by some sort of poll as the most popular Doctor Who guy.
Okay.
Or whatever.
That's unusual. We don't get audiobook on vinyl very often. So yeah, if that's your thing, man. Definitely don't miss it.
That's one of the cool things about Record Store Day, I guess. Those oddities kind of in there.
And it's on 2 140 gram LPs in green. So very cool.
All right, then here.
This is awesome. This is the latest, I guess, the latest edition of the Punk 45 series. This series it's been around for a while. They focus on the more underground punk bands throughout the years. This is from the UK, 1977 and 1978, which was a prime explosion for punk, the very early days. So we're all familiar with the huge Sex Pistols and X-Ray Specs, but if you want to dig a little deeper into the underground, bands that may have not gotten as much exposure, definitely check this out. It looks like, let's see, it's 2 records, so probably about close to 20 songs, about 20 songs.
Yeah, they should be able to fit a lot of songs on it. That's cool. Punk. Yeah, that's really a nice little history lesson.
Right. A lot of these 7 inches, these 45 sell for hundreds of dollars, and so you can finally get them here on one record for affordable price. So don't miss it.
Nice. The next one up is Mother Mother. That was their 2nd studio album. That is now first time available on a picture disc. It was originally released in 2008.
Gotcha. I'm not very familiar with it, but it looks very cool. Like you said, it's a picture disc, and there's a die-cut heart on the sleeve. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can see all the song titles through the sleeve, so it's kind of a cool little effect there. Let's see what we've got here. Lou Reed, I'm So Free, the 1971 RCA demos. Lots of Lou Reed fans out there.
Yeah, definitely. And that was apparently from his very first recording session as a solo artist. So I guess it's like a little bit of an insight in the way he works, the way certain songs progress. And this very collection is out on vinyl for the first time.
Cool. Yep, I'm seeing Ocean, takes 1 and 2. So yeah, it's very interesting.
Then we have a big jazz record. Yep. Max Roach.
Pretty popular record. I guess it's you can call it a jazz protest record. Max Roach was an amazing jazz drummer. We've had copies of this, gray market copies in the store, but this is good to see. According to the hype sticker, it was actually remastered by Bernie Grundman. So without actually hearing it, I can already tell you it sounds great. Probably much better than the other versions we've had recently. So grab this while you can. We insist. Literally, we insist that you grab this.
Grab it.
Freedom Now Suite. So, yep.
All right, then we have here one of the proofs that vinyl is a modern medium because it's interesting to see something like Max Roach right next to MXM Tune. She is a big YouTuber, singer-songwriter, podcaster, and this is a
influencer.
Yeah, I'm sure she has.
Do you want to watch 45-minute videos of someone doing their makeup?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. Hey, don't kill us. Probably doing something like that. But she's also actually a musician, pretty good singer. And so this is apparently from a video game soundtrack, in essence, if I'm understanding this correctly, where she was the singing voice of the main character and also composed, I guess, the musical backdrop of the game. So that's very interesting in a way, like how new world meets old MXM tune. Then we don't need to introduce this woman, I don't think. Mariah.
Number ones.
13 number one singles.
13 of those bad boys.
13, my God. That is crazy. Like, that in itself just shows how big Mariah Carey was.
Brand new double LP pressing of the original 1998 release, remastered at 24-bit high-res audio.
So it should sound really nice.
Nice audiophile pressing of 13 gigantic hits.
Plus, I think 4 bonus tracks or something. So that's a lot of music on here.
Yep, by one of the greatest singers of all time. And here's something we couldn't escape years ago.
Did you try?
Everlast. The song was on the radio every 5 minutes, it felt like, back in the terrestrial radio days. So this is Everlast from House of Pain's sophomore album, pressed on double vinyl. Yep. Very cool.
That was very big.
Yep.
Then here, definitely one of the highlights of Record Store Day 2022, if you ask me. Kirk Hammett's solo debut EP.
Yeah, I know our customers are super excited about this.
Yeah.
For good reason. I mean, this is what Record Store Days should be about.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, it's cool to see all these reissues, first time on vinyl and all that, but it's nice to see, like, here, this is actually new music coming out.
That everybody's kind of anxiously anticipating. What does this sound like?
What is it? I guess we can't expect Metallica.
Right. Yeah, we can tell by the odd instrumentation that's kind of credited on the back. There's some instruments here that are not indicative of thrash metal or metal at all. So this will be super exciting, and looking forward to cracking the shrink open on the 23rd to check that out. Kirk Hammett Portals, ocean blue color vinyl.
Can't believe Ross and James let him do that. Jason is very mad.
Poor Jason.
Then here we have Sawface. There just haven't been enough Sawface released. I don't know.
We can't keep up with
I feel like I can. But this is a new one too. Yeah. Stormageddon.
Yeah, this is a new one, and it includes universal trading cards. So that's a cool RSD feature.
I mean, that's always a fun thing about RSD releases, I guess. There's a little extra add-ons. So trading cards, I think that's really cool. Yep. Nice little extra thing. Then here we're going back to 1982, Everything But the Girl. Most people will probably know them from a big 90s hit. It was like mid-90s or something, Missing.
Yep. So this is 10 years earlier. So
that was their very first single. And this was remastered at Abbey Road Studios for Record Store Day, specifically.
Very cool. What we have next, this is Prodigy, not the Prodigy, but Prodigy. Not Firestarter Prodigy, but Future of the Mac Prodigy.
Yeah, Prodigy of Mark D. That was his first collaboration with The Alchemist, which is really a big, who is a really big producer in the hip hop world. This was released in 2007 and is now on vinyl for the very first time.
Nice. And let's see, we've got Belle Biv DeVoe. You guys might remember Poison, another gigantic song. At all the dances when I was in high school. These guys left New Edition. Pretty old.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys pretty popular. They were hugely successful with New Edition and sort of broke off, and then found success with this band as well. So, haven't seen this in a while. This is on limited edition cherry red vinyl. Don't miss it.
All right, and kind of the same time frame. Oh, another big 80s band, but the time frame of the recording is actually a different one. Echoes and the Bunnymen.
2001 through 2005.
Yeah, so this is like a B-sides live recordings compilation that is now coming out as a physical release for the very first time.
To 180 gram clear records, imported from the UK.
All right, and then we have Future. This is his 2015 album, and this one comes on a teal colored vinyl. His third studio album was double platinum.
Double platinum. Nice.
Big album.
Yeah, feels nice, substantial. Awesome.
And then, so this, last but not least, for this first video, Childish Gambino. This is another pick for me for one of the big releases of Record Store Day. I think this is going to be very popular. His 2014 EP for the first time on vinyl.
Yeah, a lot of current artists dropped singles here and there and never really put out physical copies. This was the case until April 23rd. You can actually put a copy of this.
Might be a new thing that people start doing. Maybe once pressing plants can keep up with it.
With Jaden Smith as well. So, yeah. This is just scratching the surface, guys. This is just the first stuff we're getting in. Tons more to follow.
Yeah, absolutely. First shipment for first Record Store Day is a very exciting day for us. It is, I was just thinking, the first Record Store Day in Mandeville ever. I think it's safe to say that. We're bringing it to Mandeville.
Yeah, we did a Black Friday event, but that's not quite the magnitude of this full Record Store Day.
That was a nice test run, in a way.
And it's Record Store Day's been kind of odd, weird for the past few years with COVID and everything. So we actually got a good day with an enormous amount of records coming out. It should be pretty exciting. So yeah,
absolutely. All right. Well, keep up with us. Follow us at 22 Sound Records. And well, as we get more stuff in, we'll let you know about it.
Maybe Taylor Swift might be in the next one. Check back.
Who knows? All right. See you later.